Happy new month. For this month, we'll be treating questions related to trig functions and Pythagoras theorem. So today we have this question on the board to solve. The question says that if cos x is equal to p, which of the following is sine x? Alright, so now let's quickly solve it. Now, the moment you hear about trig, one of the first things that you need to know is about sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. These are the basic ones. Now, how do you remember them? We have what you call so, ka, tua. Now, the s is representing sine, and what it means is that sine theta is equal to opposite. The O is representing opposite. The H is hypotenuse. All right. The same thing applies to the ka. What it means is that cos theta is equal to adjacent. The A is representing adjacent over hypotenuse. All right. And the T, which is the tan theta, is also representing, the theta is an angle, all right? So it's also representing, that is the O is opposite over adjacent. So now, when they give you a question and they want you to find maybe sine theta, cos theta, this is one of the ways to go about with it, okay? Now, so let's come back to this question. The question is saying that if cos x, so in place of the theta is being replaced with a variable which is x, which is equal to what? P. Now, any number that you see is the same as over 1. So when you see 2, it is the same as 2 over 1. When you see x, it's the same as x over what? 1. So this one that you are seeing, it is the same as p over what? 1. Meaning that cos x is equal to p over 1. Now watch it. What did we say cos it? We said it's adjacent. And we said the one here is what? Hypotenuse. Alright, so we can draw a diagram like this and say that if the angle is here, which is the x, alright, and this is the hypotenuse, which is 1, and the adjacent, if this is where the angle is facing here, becomes opposite. So let's say that this one becomes a, or it can represent it by any variable. Then this side adjacent becomes what? P. Now they want us to find what? Sine what? X. How do you go about finding sine x? Now we just said over here that sine x, look at it, looking at sine, it should be opposite over what? Hypotenuse. So look at it, where is the opposite? In this case is a. So that will become a over the hypotenuse, which is what? 1. But you don't find that one in the options over here. So what are we trying to do? Now, we need to find, ideally, this should have been the answer for sine x. But we don't find it in the options over here. So we need to actually solve in such a way that it meets one of the options over here. And how do you go about with it? We need to find what a is. In finding what a is, that is where we are going to use what we call Pythagoras theorem. All right. Now, with the principle of the Pythagoras theorem, what it says is that the square of the length of the hypotenuse, so in this case is 1, all right, should be equal to the square of the summation of the other two sides. So in this case, it will become what? A square, all right, plus p square. I hope you are following. Now, 1 square will give you 1. That is 1 times 1. Then you have a square plus p square. Now, watch it. We are looking for what? The value for a. So what we do is that you move this one to the other side of the equation. Give me 1 minus p square equal to a square. Because you are looking for a, we'll actually what? This is square. We raise square root to both sides, so that this square will cancel the square roots, leaving you with a equal to 1 minus p square. You have a square root. So in place of the a, what you are going to do is that you are going to replace it with this. That will give you 1 minus p square or what you have square root divided by 1. Now what it means is that sine theta or sine x is equal to, which is equal to a over 1, is now 1 minus p square all roots divided by 1. Any number over 1, like how I started, is still the same number. So that will give you sine x equal to 1 minus, sorry, the square root of 1 minus p square. And this becomes what your answer. So you come and look through the options, realize that your answer